So a lot of people say to me, what film is it that got you into horror movies? And I'll be honest with you, RoboCop is definitely one of them. It's the 1987 Paul Verhoeven science fiction thriller film. I class it more as a horror film because it's a very dystopian type horror feel to it. So this film had so many scenes in it. From Murphy getting shot at by Clarence Boddicker, who was played amazing by Kurtwood Smith, who I think is still one of the most ultimate sinister bad guys in any film, to Emil, the guy you just saw a minute ago in the van, crashing into toxic waste and being melted up and coming out like a freaking zombie, and his eye like slowly coming out of his bloody socket where he's just melting away. And for a lot of you remember, Clarence Boddicker actually runs him over and he's like completely sizzling away, and when he hits him he literally just freaking explodes. But we did him a favour, put him out of his misery. But these scenes are just absolutely amazing scenes in films. They're like almost magical in a way that we won't get scenes like this ever again in any film. There's something different about the way they used to make films. It's the practical effects, it's that type of music, maybe their camera angling, I don't know. But nowadays yes, we get amazing films, but we will never get scenes like that again. They did a remake of RoboCop. I think it was like rated 12 or something. This film was rated 18, or I think it's classed as R in America, R-rated. And it was awful. It was terrible. The fact that they were trying to aim for kids to watch it as well. I mean, I watched this film. I had toys of RoboCop. I had the RoboCop game and all that type of stuff. This was a huge franchise at the time. But you cannot beat the whole kind of dystopian, kind of grimy, kind of horrible feel about this film. And this film was all about a copper who goes after some criminals. He ends up getting shot to pieces by this dude and his gang of thugs that are kind of running Detroit City and working with some corrupt politicians and corrupt organisations. And the OCP basically, which is an organisation, and they run most of the police force. They put together RoboCop, and his memory starts coming back, and there's some quite really sad scenes in the film as well. Peter Wells is brilliant as part as RoboCop. They're all amazing apart in this film, to be fair. But this film really did hit me hard when I was younger, and I was addicted to it. It's such an amazing film, such a great revenge film as well. And RoboCop 2 was a great film as well. There's some very eerie, sinister scenes in that film, especially with Kane, who was the bad guy, who was a psychopathic dealer and user, and they thought it'd be a good idea to put him into a bloody 9-foot freaking killing machine robot. But yeah, this film definitely helped me on my journey to appreciating true horror and appreciating a lot of gory films as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Did this film kind of affect you when you were younger? And can I just make a comment as well, by the way? So I've got another channel, and sometimes people be a little bit rude on there. Yeah, it's common, it's very well known on a certain social media platform when your page starts growing, people are quite rude and say, oh, what's the matter with you, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what? We're all entitled to our own opinion. I'm talking about when I was a freaking child, yeah? When I was a child, like, I don't know how old I'd been at the time, 8 or 9 years old, watching somebody getting pew-pewed up and shot to pieces, watching somebody going to an acid tank coming out dissolving was a bit of a shock to the system. So I do question what kind of upbringing some people had. It's all macho kind of persona. But if we can all be respectful and respect the fact that when we're younger, certain scenes did affect us in films, and that's a given. And no matter what anybody says, and I know some people say, no scenes affected me in a film. Yeah, I can imagine there was definitely some you watched. Didn't have to be a horror film. Didn't have to be even a freaking film. It could have been a TV series. It could have been a freaking advert. But like I keep saying, horror is in the eye of the beholder. And we all see things in different ways. And we're all affected by things in different ways. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. What you thought about this film. And if some of the scenes of this film made you kind of get into horror.